up? It's Winnie here. Today I'm going to be doing this Valentine's Day makeup look for you. Since Valentine's Day is right around the corner, I decided to use some of my favorite eyeshadow palettes of the moment, and I've actually done something very similar to this look before and you guys have requested a tutorial, so I thought I would recreate a very similar look that you guys can do for Valentine's Day. It's definitely a very romantic, smoky, and sexy look. It's perfect for a date night for Valentine's Day, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And really quick before I get into the video, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel here and hit that bell down below so that you get notified every time I make an upload. And let's go ahead and get into it. Let's just go ahead and start with the eyes. I'm gonna use a little bit of concealer just on my eyelids. I meant to use a little bit, but a little bit of this Shape Tape concealer goes a long way. So let me blend this out. But I just want to use it as kind of like an eyeshadow primer on my lids. This look is more like for an evening Valentine's Day date kind of look, so it is a little bit more dramatic. And I'm going to be using two palettes today, mainly the Violet Voss Holy Grail palette because I really like the purpley pinks in this one. Every time I wear this eyeshadow palette on my eyes in a video, you guys always ask me what I'm wearing, so I don't think I've ever done a video on it, so that's why I wanted to use this one today. And the other one I'll be using is from Morphe. It's the 25B palette. I'm going to use a small piece of tape and align it with my lower lash line and angle it up to where the tail of my brow ends almost. And the same thing for this other side. And I'm going to pick up this light tan shade here to start to build up the transition shade. And this is just going right above my crease area. And I do like to use several different warm light brown shades to build up that transition color. So I'm going to pick up this shade next. And this is pretty much going right above the crease. And now we have a nice warm base to work with. I'm going to go into the Violet Voss palette and I'm going to take this and I'm just going to put this right into the crease. And I am taking this color all the way towards the inner corner of my lids. I've been seeing a lot of different eyeshadow looks using berry colors like pinks and purples, and I love that look, and I think it's actually perfect for Valentine's Day, especially if you want to play with color a little bit. I think it's the perfect time to do so. I'm going to pick up Transition from the Violet Voss palette just to make sure I have the outer edges of this pink blended out nicely. Going back to the Morphe palette, I'm going to pick up this plummy purple shade here, and I'm going to use this to deepen up and define the outer corners of where the pink is. I want to use a smaller brush with it so it doesn't go everywhere because I really want to concentrate it just on the outer corner here. And then I'm going to slowly drag it across the crease. And using the same brush I picked up the pink with, I just want to blend out the purple shadow. So build and blend, build and blend. I think that's good with the purple. I've left the center of my lids pretty much blank because I'm going to go in with a shimmery eyeshadow. And I'm going to take Glamping from the Holy Grail palette. It's a very shimmery, dark, plummy brown. And I'm using a very short, dense eyeshadow brush so that I can pack on this color. I want to add some more shimmer to my lids, so I'm going to take some Fix Plus with a little eyeshadow brush and I'm just going to spray that on there. And I'm going to use this shimmery rose gold eyeshadow in the Morphe palette. I'm just going to press it right into the center of my lids here. And I'm going to keep this right below my crease, so it's just right in the middle, and it's kind of like a highlight for your eyeshadows. And then I'm actually going to take my finger and I'm going to pat some of that eyeshadow on top of where I just applied it, and that makes it a little extra shimmery. You can see the difference from when you first applied it with the Fix Plus. It just gives it something to hold on to, because then you go back in and pat the shimmery eyeshadow on it. It kind of gives the shimmer some life. I'm just going to make sure that the edges aren't too harsh. And for this eyeshadow look, I don't want to use a liquid liner for it, so I'm going to use this dark, like black-brown eyeshadow, and I'm going to create a smoked out liner. So I'm taking this flat definer brush, and just right along where you put the tape, it actually creates the perfect line. So I'm just going to start to fill it in closest to the tape. And I'm going to slowly bring it across the top of my lash line here. I don't want to take away from the look with the eyeliner, so just keep pressing it into your lash line. So concentrate the eyeshadow on the very edge of the tape and then feather it upwards. When you're happy with how it looks, just remove the tape and you should have a very nice clean edge. It did kind of get underneath, and I'm just going to clean that up really quickly with a makeup wipe. And I'm just going to continue it on this side. I've already applied my primer, but I want to make sure my skin looks really dewy and luminous for this look. So I'm going to go in with these luminizing drops from Algenist, and these are very similar to the Cover FX Custom Enhancer drops. They're essentially like a liquid highlighter, but I feel like this one isn't as liquidy and it doesn't dry down as quickly as the Cover FX one. So I do like this one, and I'm going to use it as a base today before I apply my foundation. And I really like using this because you can see the glow come through from underneath your foundation. So I'm just using my damp beauty blender to blend that out on my face. This is in the shade Rosé, by the way. And you can see that glow like instantly. My skin looks so much more fresh and awake. My entire face is glowing, but of course you can use just a few drops of this on top of your makeup if you want to use it as an actual liquid highlight. But like I said, I am going to place my foundation on top of it, so I'm just going to dot it. And this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude Cushion Stick Foundation, which I love. I did a whole first impression review on this foundation, but I have been loving it and using it a lot. I will leave that video linked down below or on the screen if you want to check it out. And for concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Just want to make sure I'm careful blending this out because I don't want to ruin that nice sharp edge with that tape. And to set my concealer, I'm using my RCMA No Color Powder. I'm going to contour with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to dust away that bake on my face. Let's finish off the eyes really quick. I'm just going to take this light tan shade that I used before as a transition, and I'm just going to blend that all across my lower lash line here. And then going back into the Violet Voss palette, I'm taking the shade Teddy Bear with a pencil brush, and I'm just going to define the outer edge of my lower lash line. And then taking that same shimmery shade, I'm going to place this on the lower inner half and on my inner corners. I think I want to add a little bit more light to my inner corner, so I'm going to take the eyeshadow Plouf in the Violet Voss palette. It's just a very light pastel pink, and that's just going to go right on the inner corners. I think that's a little bit brighter. I'm going to put on a few coats of mascara really quick, and then we'll pop on the falsies to complete the eyes. And while I wait for my mascara to dry, I'm going to do my highlight. This is from Milani. It's the Strobelight Sun Glow Highlight, and I'm just going to pop that on my cheeks. I just recently got these and I haven't had a chance to use them a lot yet, but I will put that video down below if you guys want to see. I'm also going to take Afterglow, which is the lighter pink one, and I'm just going to pop that right on top of my cheekbones to emphasize the glow. And for blush, I'm using the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Pink Bronze, and I'm just going to swirl my brush all over this. And because I have so much pink on my eyes already, I didn't want to use a blush that was too pink, so I thought this one would be a good balance between like bronzy pink, and I do think that it's really pretty. And for lashes today, I'm using the Eylure Vlogger series with Ann Lee. These are the #SoFancy style, which I am obsessed with. I've talked about these a ton, but I love this style. I think it's so perfect. These are probably my favorite drugstore lashes at the moment. Okay, so lashes are on. Now onto the lips to finish off this whole look. I'm using the Makeup Forever Artist Liquid Matte Lipstick in the color 109. It's like the perfect mauvey rosy brown, and I love how it looks with these eyeshadows. And this is the completed look. Almost forgot to set my face. I'm gonna use the Milani Make Dewy Setting Spray. No matter where I lay my head, another time I'm out of bed. No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. No matter who I try to love, it's always you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Valentine's Day date night kind of look. I think it actually turned out really nicely. I love that it has a really romantic, soft glow to it. So let me know in the comments down below what you think of the look and what you have planned for Valentine's Day. And just out of curiosity, let me know in the comments down below what you think of Valentine's Day just in general. Because honestly, I think it's just a Hallmark holiday. And whether you're single or not, it's important to remember to always love yourself and love the people around you. It doesn't have to be just for this one day. So just remember that, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.